What is comedic? What is tongue in cheek? And what is thinly veiled calls to action?
Whoa!
So, what we have to talk about today is Jimmy Kimmel. I know I don't want to hear him, but at least he wasn't crying this time. He has a habit of doing that nowadays. He used to be funny, used to be really good satire, but hasn't been that way in a long time. But he had something to say about the obviously questionable choices that were made on the Grammy red carpet with Kanye West, of all people, and his new wife after Kim left him or whatever happened with that. But Jimmy had something to say about that. So he says that if Will Smith, who was there, slapped Kanye West at Grammys for wife's nude look, all would be forgiven. Now, I'm taking this just as a joke, but maybe I should take it from their point of view where nothing is a joke anymore, apparently, in their eyes. I'm just going to take it from both sides and we'll try to differentiate between things as we go along with this. So he is weighing in on the shocking Grammys red carpet moment, the one where she basically wore a completely sheer dress where you could absolutely see everything, and he just stands in the corner, doesn't say anything. Classic Kanye. By the way, I do not agree with anybody that is in the topics of all conversation in this. I absolutely abhor and can't stand. I never even listen to rap, so I don't even have like an affinity for Kanye's old music. But during the open monologue, which is supposed to be a joke, but more than likely has become a diatribe over the last 3 or 4 years on their actual thoughts. On Jimmy Kimmel Live, the late night host reacted to Kanye West and his new wife, Bianca Censori's red carpet stunt in which she removed her coat and revealed a transparent dress that left her essentially nude. And that, obviously got the headlines. Kanye's pretty good at that. He seems to have no shame. So, in the opening monologue, Jimmy starts out, and this is supposed to be comedy. Another rodent came out of his hole to hit the red carpet at the Grammys last night, Kimmel said. And yes, another rodent. I would say it's charged language. From their side of the aisle, that would be charged language. From our side of the aisle, we would probably laugh at it because Kanye only shows his face every once in a while. When he does, he says something crazy and then it goes back. So, I think both sides can laugh at that. None other than Kanye West, who showed up to take photos. He showed up for the red carpet only with his wife. So there you go. You could take that both ways. Who caused quite a stir? She was wearing nothing. She was wearing something, but it definitely sure wasn't dignity. Kimmel then quipped, "This shows you just how much times have changed. Before Trump, why does Trump even in this? Why do you have to bring up this? And why do you have to invoke that name? This has absolutely nothing to do with him. But this is the TDS syndrome that has invaded Hollywood and Jimmy Kimmel for so long. This has absolutely nothing to do with politics, yet he has to put it in there. That's the brainwashing for people who think about this kind of stuff all the time, or even once on a blue moon. Anyway, I digress. This would have been our whole monologue tonight. Oh, so you only would have talked about that. You only would have talked about what actually happened. But now, because Trump has become president, you have to include other things. Makes a whole lot of sense, Jimmy. Now it's like the ninth craziest thing that happened this weekend. I don't want to go any further into that, whatever he thinks the nine crazy things are. He went on to say that there was a time when the whole country melted down after Janet Jackson's infamous wardrobe malfunction with Justin Timberlake, JT, my boy, during her Super Bowl halftime performance. Yeah, we all know what happened with that, but now a completely nude woman. She's not completely nude. I mean, she lacks most clothes, most dignity, but I'm pretty sure I saw a collar line there, so she was wearing something. And given that Will Smith attended the night show because Quincy Jones had a tribute and Jimmy just makes the quote unquote joke, he's like, you know what? You know what? It's a shame. All he had to do was run out on that red carpet and slap Kanye. I think all would be forgiven. He would be hosting the Oscars next year. Now, you can call it a joke. Not all jokes are good. It's a bad joke. For sure. For sure, it's a bad joke. It's not really that funny. Um, all context, all context included. It's absolutely not funny like that right at all, because the only reason Will Smith did that was because he was being cucked at home. And then whenever someone made a tertiary response to his wife, just a little small G-rated joke, he went up there and committed physical assault on somebody. Kanye, whatever he's doing, is not doing anything. And apparently, according to the police department, there's been no injunction filed on that either. So this was just something that they disagreed with, but Jimmy Kimmel's joke is like, yeah, I go smack him. We'll forgive you for smacking Chris Rock for absolutely no reason. And then you can host the Oscars next year. Further proving Jimmy Kimmel's downfall. Like, dude's not funny anymore. I don't know I don't really care what's going on with him, and I won't even call for him to be taken off the air. It just doesn't hit home. It only hits home whenever people in the audience that paid a good amount of money to be in there see that little applause sign. They're just like, oh, must clap now, like a bunch of fucking Hollywood seals. So following the backlash to their headline making appearance, West took to his Instagram to defend the look because he's Kanye or Ye, or what is he, West now? Who knows? In the now deleted comments, because of course they have to do this. This is what these fragile people do. They post stuff, they delete it, they allow for comments, and then when the comments don't agree with the point that they're trying to make, they delete the comments or block them off, and all kinds of other stuff. So West posted, for clarity, my wife is the most Googled person on the planet called Earth. I just have to add my own inflection in there and add it. We beat the Grammys, motherfucker. He's probably still holding some contention for the Beyonce versus Taylor Swift thing from way back in the day. Or Kanye is just Kanye. He's just weird AF. And that you would clown on it all day, but don't call for violence in a joke. There's so many more jokes that you could say about all this kind of stuff. The absolute clown circus show that is Hollywood in the first place, and someone out clowns you, and now you're mad about it. So you want to smack them down. Sounds like Hollywood today. This sounds like Western California. The look not only caused a stir online, but the mogul rapper was accused of treating his wife like a promotional object. She is a fucking adult. She chose to go out there like that. Now, we have not seen anything or heard anything to the contrary. So, why the fuck would you be accusing someone who is married, by the way, in a personal relationship of doing something that they didn't want to do? You have no evidence. Like Dan Vass said in Brazil, shout out Dan Vass, you are gay. Like Dan Vass said, in Brazil, if you are accused of a crime and you have no evidence and it cannot be proven true, you go to jail. But this is America, where we can just throw yellow journalism and all this shit out all the time and completely get away scot-free. Now, this is less so about Jimmy Kimmel and more so about the culture that they have tried to cultivate. And look, it's taken root. It didn't fall on the stony ground. It fell in well cultivated grounds and has grown up. And now people believe this crap. Sensori, and this is the last point that I'm going to say about this. So this is Kanye's new wife. Sensori is not expected to face any legal consequences for the see-through outfit. The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed. LAPD said on Tuesday that an investigation has not been opened. It has not been opened, yet people are still going to bitch about it. Yes, make your jokes all day long, but why do you have to include violence in the jokes? Okay, violence that could have happened in real life. If you talk about something else, obviously there are so many like facets to comedy and so many facets about other things, but like a call to action. Was it necessarily a call to action? Well, whenever you blur the lines of what you're saying in a monologue, in a speech, in something that is broadcast to America and most of America is not watching, yes, still the onus is on you whenever you put it out there in the public. What do you guys think about this? I think everyone on all sides is absolutely insane, retarded, probably a combination of both in their inbreeding. But if you have something different to say, leave it down in the comment section below. Appreciate y'all. We have a great show. On Late and Gay, I know I just make the mic pop. On Late and Gay with the GCA at 8 o'clock Eastern. We are 30 minutes early tonight for a special guest. We'll see you there. This is Malty, and y'all have a great evening and take care. Bye. Fuck, I don't know if I put that. Let me just start at another point. I'll be able to splice it together.